Welcome to 99th Monkey Liberty News for Thursday, May 15th, 2014. I am beginning today with a blog entry from John Rappaport. Alert: Imperial Psychiatric Empire is invading the mind. And here we have information about a desire to extend the reach of mental health care system, which of course is a misnomer. A federal bill, H.R. 3717, Helping Families in Mental Health Crisis Act of 2013, is being refined in the hope of gaining big support from both sides of the political aisle. The bill is playing off of Aurora, Sandy Hook, Boston, and other recent mass events. The propaganda hook is catch mental illness early, prevent tragedy. Well, these things have been proven fake, and I've been meaning to mention the guy in the wheelchair that was clearly faked at the Boston Marathon with his legs blown off, supposedly. Ironically, the Costco magazine has a guy on the cover, and of course I can't absolutely rule out the possibility, the remote possibility that this is true, but they have a guy on the cover who is meant to be taken as somebody who had his legs blown off in the Boston Marathon, and he's, lo and behold, he's a Costco employee. So I don't know. I like the Costco business model, the way that they serve people, that they pay their employees well. But of course, it is a big box, and I sometimes feel bad for shopping there. They do have a lot of organic products. I think in some respects they're trying to respond to people's demand for better food. But pretty clearly a globalist company. And this little trick, if you get a chance, I'm not sure if I can scan it and put it up, just because I'm not sure what the copyright issues are, since it's not something that's already online. But one of these days I'll try to find a photo online of the image that's on the cover of the Costco magazine. And I kind of screamed when I saw it, because everybody tries to take advantage of these emotional incidents that they're trying to evoke these emotions from us and get us to connect on an emotional level. And this is just absurd. This whole Boston Marathon thing, I believe it was all faked, except for the poor guy who was killed, who had been a CIA asset, was basically vigilante, killed by just a band of government-sanctioned vigilantes. But that's not even the issue here. That was just that was for free. That was a side note. That was a rabbit that we chased. Did we catch him? So the propaganda hook here is referring to these episodes, which did not, by the way, further the cause of the Second Amendment very much. So that's good news. But now the hook is catch mental illness early, prevent tragedy. The strategy is expand mental health services into every cranny and nook of the society, starting with children. Well, if we can refer back to some of John Rappaport's articles from around the time of Aurora, we can see that virtually all unexplained killings, like people who just freak out and kill people, are triggered by the taking of SSRIs. But this bill, of course, wants to diagnose mental disorders so that they can drug patients with toxic compounds and have this reach down into younger children. Catch mental illness early and prevent tragedy. Well, catch mental illness early and produce more of a zombie population. That's really what happens. And of course, in so doing, they're also lining their pockets. How convenient for them. So that is John Rappaport's view of the world today. And now I'm going to get into the what's going on with the FCC, because today is a crucial day, and I am keeping it pretty short today. I only have 7 or 8 links here, and I just want to note that because of some family things that are going to be going on, positive things, not negative things, visits and things of that nature, I am going to, beginning next week, I'm going to be keeping the video shorter with maybe just 3 or 4 news articles and maybe 10 minutes or so, 10 to 12 minutes. And I'll be probably doing that, paring down a little bit for 2 or 3 weeks just because of some of the things that are going to be going on. I thought about stopping completely, but I probably won't do that. But in order to accommodate family and some things of that nature, I will be paring down. So this, a little shorter today. Maybe I'm just gradually getting there. It's going to be tough to only pick a few articles. Just looking around, there's so much every day that seems significant. From InfoWars, spying is meant to crush citizens' dissent, not catch terrorists. And this is from Washington's blog originally. And, this is the real reason for spying. It's meant as a control mechanism. And they're not catching terrorists. They're just, if they are, they're keeping quiet about it. The TSA has not prevented any acts of terror. They have not caught people. And for the most part, I think Americans are peace-loving people. And we're kind. We're trusting and we're kind. And we're just living our lives. But as that happens, our kindness is mistaken for weakness. As the poor guy who was put in jail in Half-Baked said to his friends. I don't think we're weak people. I don't think we're stupid people. I think that we're trusting people and we're nice people. And a nation of sheep will be ruled by wolves, and I'm hoping that we don't have to become wolves to fight wolves back. I'm hoping that maybe we can just become, stronger and exhibit more determination and persistence about asking for our individual liberties. Without which, we won't be nice or trusting. We'll get mean and possessive, and we'll, start running into people with our carts at Costco. So here's the big news item for the day. From Electronic Frontier Foundation, Dear FCC, we will fight to protect net neutrality. And I had the EFF article the other day, the Electronic Frontier Foundation article the other day that stated that this was the day when they were going to make it easy to send emails. And they have. You can join. The good news is we are speaking up. You can join us. Please take action now. And if you click on that link, you will come to this page, Dear FCC. It's our internet. We made it, and it has remade us, changing the way we communicate, learn, share, and create. We want the internet to continue to live up to its promise, fostering innovation, creativity, and freedom. And they have made it very easy here to send a letter, an email to the FCC. And you can write your own or choose one of theirs. And then, fill in a little bit of information. click a couple of buttons, and your opinion counts because you have expressed it. Your opinions are great, but unless you express them in the right places, they are not going to accomplish what you might hope. From Infowars.com, Greenwald slams Neutered and Impotent and Obsolete media. And if we lose internet freedom, if we lose alternative media, this is all that we will have left. Neutered and impotent and obsolete media. So, hey, we didn't even get too deeply into the earth-shaking news today. We're getting right to the good news. How fun is that? That's probably a portion that I will not leave out when I'm doing abbreviated videos. From Natural News, watch the full episode of The Health Ranger on the Dr. Oz Show revealing toxic heavy metals in organic products. So this is, I mentioned this interview yesterday, and you can watch it here. Now, I hope that he's not being manipulated here into making organic products look bad. And this has actually been done. It was done with the Cliff Bars that had salmonella in them. And I think there have been different times when organic products have probably been sabotaged. Even kombucha, Dave's kombucha has been sabotaged in the past, that they were forced to take it off the market when supposedly Lindsay Lohan was stopped for drunk driving because she was drunk on kombucha. If you've ever had real kombucha, you know how unlikely that is. Yeah, there might be a tiny bit of alcohol, but it's like near beer, nothing that would warrant, being arrested for drunk driving. So again, organics have been sabotaged, I think, to make them look bad, and hopefully Mike Adams was not contributing to that inadvertently. But he's just such a great guy to hear and see, that I'm sure he has represented alternative medicine very well, and alternative approaches to health. So yeah, I have a couple more natural news articles. Now, this is, while good news, the foundation for it is very sad. Indian court orders hospital to pay up for child death caused by vaccines. Yeah, the good news is that the Indian court ordered the hospital to pay up for the child death, but of course the child died, and that is tragic. But for our last good news article of the day, there is no downside, nothing dark here. Maple sugar, important for strong immune system, provides host of health benefits. It's delicious. It's great for you, and it's a great sugar substitute, along with raw honey and maybe a couple of other sugar substitutes that are all natural, not chemical. This is just focusing on maple syrup. So go make yourself some cage-free egg and organic banana pancakes, and put on some maple syrup. You got yourself a great breakfast right there. Thank you for tuning in. Can you tell I'm hungry? Yes. Yeah, I haven't had my breakfast yet. But thank you for tuning in for today's 99th Monkey Liberty News. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Hoping that you will love one another, take care, and enforce the Bill of Rights.